Alright, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Caswell Customs. Vinny here, and today I'm going to be walking you around the White Knight Prerunner build. We just put out that video on TikTok, and it is absolutely blown up, so all of you new TikTok subscribers, thanks for being here. Really glad you guys came over to the channel, checked it out, hit subscribe. But for all you new people, and for, newer people who recently subscribed, I just want to walk you around the truck. Give you an idea of everything that we've done. I do have the one video where I just kind of montaged a bunch of stuff over the last 2 years, but figure this would be a good opportunity to just walk you around the entire thing, tell you what's on it, kind of what's to come, and that way you kind of know where the build's at and what to expect here in the future. So let's go ahead and start walking around. So we'll start on the front end of the truck. So I bought this thing bone stock in 2018, July of 2018. So a lot has happened since then. Some early on things that we did, we went ahead and added on the tow mirrors. I know everyone likes to make fun of 1500 with tow mirrors, but I drove a box truck for one of my summer jobs, and having this extra mirror, be able to aim it right at that rear tire is unbelievable. You can find out exactly where you're parking. So, and as you guys have seen, I do tow with this truck, so they do have a purpose. Big thing up front is we are running a Redrock 4x4 off-road bumper. That is actually meant for a 14 to 15 Silverado. Brent welded up points for us to mount it to, and the fitment's pretty beautiful. We did it obviously before we did the fiberglass, so it worked out really well. As you can see, this is fiberglass trucked, so we've got fiberworks, front fenders, valence, and bedsides. We did that earlier in the year, and this is a Amiri hood, so those are actually working vents that lead to the K&N cold air intake. We've got some 37s on here, so these are Toyo Open Country RTs. Absolutely love them. 10 out of 10, recommend. Great tire, do wonderful in the snow, and they've killed it in the sand, dirt, mud, all that, so love them. And then we got some Moto Metal MO 970s. And these are an 18 by 10 with a negative 24 millimeter offset. So, before we did the fiberglass, that helped kind of stick them out of the fenders a little bit. They don't obviously stick out right now just due to the fact that we are still only running kind of like a mid-ish travel kit. So I'll show you the suspension. This is a EAG front grille. It's actually the second one I've had, and it's actually broken. Damaged a couple of these, they're just plastic, but all in all, love the look. Everyone's like, oh, why do you got Ford lights on the front of your Chevy? And I'm like, well, first off, it's not a Chevy, and two, yeah, Raptor started putting those lights on there, but that doesn't make them Ford lights. Like, sure, you can call them Raptor lights, whatever. We've got some amber LED pods. Those go to my fog lights. We've got A-pillar pods, and we got the big light bar. And everyone likes to shit on light bars on the roof nowadays. I think mine has a super slim line, so it doesn't look goofy sticking way up there. Super clean, and honestly, we use it a lot. It's super helpful having that extra light. I know a lot of people complain about glare on the hood. If you're in the right situation, it really doesn't get glare off the hood. When we're up at Brent's property and it's just like open field, I've never really had an issue, and it's lit up everything great. So I don't mind it. I like it. Took care of the whistling problem, so it's all good. As far as suspension in the front, we are looking at a Camberg upper control arm with a King 3.0 coilover reservoir, and then the rest of that is pretty much stock. It's a stock lower control arm, stock tie rod setup, so pretty simple. Let me go ahead and turn the wheel actually, and I'll pop the hood and show you what's going on under the hood, but let me turn the wheel and actually give you a better look. Interior is pretty simple. Pretty much factory. I've got an Edge Insight 2 Pro. This is basically just so I can monitor all my gauges and everything. Just see transmission temperatures, my speed, everything like that. We got the ADD W1 cluster gauge install. Love that. Looks beautiful. I got to reset my needles because I kind of messed them up again. But the big thing that I've absolutely loved, so many of you guys have subscribed because of this, so thank you. But this CNC steering wheel. It's phenomenal, feels great, is a killer look for the truck, absolutely love it, so that's something I really enjoy and I'm really glad I put on. Other than that, like I said, the rest of it's pretty much stock. A lot of people ask about my radio. It's a Pioneer radio, and basically I didn't like the factory unit. I wanted touchscreen, I wanted Apple CarPlay, so this is a great option. In the steering wheel video, I've actually tagged that radio itself in that as well, if you want to go check that out. I had to get two separate wiring harnesses to make it work with my steering wheel controls, so that actually did take some effort to get that installed. That's actually the first thing we put in. I put that in before I even made a single payment on the truck. So yeah, I've got a 4K dash cam. The audio is not the greatest. You guys may have seen some videos where we use that, but filmed pretty good. And you know, I just like having a dash cam just in case, you know, accidents or anything, but also just for filming for you guys. I'm able to cut some of the clips from that. I've got a CB radio in here, and so pretty soon plan on ripping out the whole center console, pulling out the seats, doing PRP Podium Elites, and making my own custom center console. So stay tuned for that in the future. Obviously I got this controlling all my lights and everything. So once again, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and pop the hood and turn the steering. Yeah. I don't need this light on. Okay, so I'll show you from the other side. But so yes, that's what we're working with. Like I said, Camberg upper control arm, uniball. Absolutely love this setup. It's been great so far. Do want to go long travel, but you know, that costs money. You know, longer upper and lower control arms, longer drive shaft, because we are keeping this truck four-wheel drive. I know a lot of people are like, oh, four-wheel drive, it's a pre-runner. Like, yeah, it is a pre-runner, but I'm also in Michigan. Like, look, there is snow here. Actually, it looks like some kids were doing some donuts. This is actually an elementary school parking lot, but yeah, looks like some kids were doing some donuts here last night, which is kind of funny, but I remember doing that back in the day, and you know, I still enjoy doing it from time to time. So let's pop the hood. Engine bay is not super clean, but you know, I live in Michigan and I don't have wheel wells, you know, the plastic liners. But so got an ADDW1 oil catch can, installed that back in the summer. Awesome working with them. They're super great quality product, love it. Replaced the windshield wiper reservoir here, that way I don't rub on it in the front tire. The big one, I know a bunch of you probably just seen this, was doing this Jegs LS1, LS2, LS6 intake manifold with the 103mm throttle body. You know, we were able to make 220 rear wheel horsepower, which is, you know, super usable in this truck, so that's been great. Got a K&N air intake with this moisture sock, that way hopefully don't get any water in the intake again. My wiring is an absolute nightmare. One of these days I just need to pull it all out and completely rerun a bunch of stuff, because it's everywhere. This has just been a slow project over time, and I've let some stuff build up that I'm really not happy that I did, but hey, here's what it is right now. So as I was talking about, this feeds in to the air intake. So that's pretty much everything under the hood. Oh, actually, we do have long tube headers from Flowtech. Those have only been on here since the summer, and you can already see just from the, you know, snow and salt and dirt and everything in Michigan, the rain, already kind of nasty looking. When we pull the engine to cam it, new lifters, new push rods, springs, everything like that, I'm going to pull those off, and we're actually going to heat wrap them. Should help a lot with the heat underneath the engine, which no heat problems, but just help, you know, protect the engine bay. So that's everything under the hood. As far as the rear setup, like I said, Fireworks. Fireworks does not actually make a 5.9 bedside for the Sierra. They make it for the Chevy. They don't make it for the Sierra. So this is a 6.5 foot bedside that I cut and grafted together. So as you can see, some of my Bondo is cracking. So still got work to do with this. We still have plans to get the body lines fixed up, because as you can see, it's not perfect. It's decent, and when you get far enough away, you don't really notice it, but still not super happy with that, so got to get that fixed. We were messing with it yesterday, and it looks like we forgot to put the bolt back in, so flapping a little bit right now. Got to fix that. Rear bumper. When we were off-roading up at Brent's property, totally ripped and bent this corner up, so that's why it's cut the way that it is. Plans to go to a completely new rear bumper. I don't know if we're going to make one or if we're just going to go with like Dirt King's simple kind of pan style with the raised up hitch. Still kind of weighing our options there. You know, a lot of it's up in the air on what we're going to do next, but that's definitely something that's got to go because I'm not a big fan of the way it is. We had to adjust it because it's all out of whack. You see it's closer here than it is there. Whatever, works for now, no big deal. So as far as the rear suspension setup, we've got a Deaver U182 leaf pack in there, along with Dirt King's shackle mounts and hangers. And then there's also a, I don't know if you guys can see that, a Dirt King's top leaf shackle mount point. So that's how the shock actually hooks to the leaf pack. And then we've got the Dirt King's bed cage. So everything pretty much in the rear is Dirt King's. Then we've got a 16-inch long travel shock, triple bypass from King. Don't have a full-size spare yet. That's been a whole pain in the butt. I need to get one. Haven't gotten around to it, but definitely getting one here soon. And then finally got my CB mounted. I don't know why I didn't figure this out sooner, that I could just use these holes to mount that up. So CB is working again. So and then it's also got kind of a custom-ish exhaust. Like I said, we did the headers, and I had a pre-axle dump out the side before we did the fiber works. So we had two tips that came out right here. We did the leaf pack. I just noticed they were going to come down into it, so I didn't want to keep that. So now we just have an MBRP muffler with a U-Power resonator, and just a hodgepodge of piping going forward to the headers to get it all to work. So we don't have that baffle that was in there before. We literally just have the resonator up to the pipe, up to the header. So a lot louder, but sounds phenomenal. You know, it's just been a great build, great truck. So a lot going on with the truck. Obviously, it's never finished. Still got plenty more we want to do. A little dirtier than I wanted to for doing this video, but I literally went and sprayed it down, and then just riding on the roads, kicked up a bunch of crap. So is what it is. But you know, this is the truck, and it handles phenomenally. As you saw, if you didn't, check out this video. I'll put a card in the corner of us off-roading in the snow. That's where a lot of you know, people from TikTok came from. You saw us hitting about 60 miles an hour on that side trail, and that was an absolute blast. Loved it. So this is the truck. You know, named it the White Knight. I bought this truck stock with every intentions of turning into a pre-runner, and you know, I would say it's at least achieved the name. Definitely plenty more to make it a lot more capable. Like I said, log travel in the front. But you know, hey, we're running 37s. We've got Kings all around. We've got a bed cage. We've got plenty of travel. We can jump the truck. You know, it does everything I need it to do. Heck, actually, I forgot to show you guys. It's got tow bags in it. You know, I still tow my trailer with this thing. You know, it's not ideal. It's terrible gas mileage. It's nothing like a diesel, but those are airlift tow bags. And I even have the compressor air management system for them. So, you know, it does everything we need to do. It's just a simple 10 bolt, nothing special. The big thing that I really want to do, or I have almost all the parts, I'm just pretty much waiting on re-gear parts, is do the dual rear brakes that I talked about on my TikTok. So basically I got a bracket to eliminate the drum brakes, run two dual calipers. One are going to be set to the normal brakes, one is going to be set to just the hoon handle. So that way, you know, when I want to drift around a corner, I can keep on the gas pedal and just pull the hoon handle to lock up the rear brakes, but I can use the front brakes to pull me into a corner, or the front, you know, drive to pull me into a corner. Should make drifting a lot easier. So pretty excited about that. But yeah, this is the White Knight, and hope you guys enjoyed this. So as always, guys, I'm Vinny with Caswell Customs. If you guys like the video, please hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers, and you know, we want to keep bringing you guys more and more content. So if you guys could help us get to 1,000 subscribers, that'd be awesome. We will be doing a giveaway at 1,000 subs. I'm not going to announce what it is just yet, but when we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're going to tell you how you can get entered in for that giveaway. So please hit the subscribe button, check out our other videos with the truck, and once again, I'll see you in the next one.
You stole my heart of gold after my silver soul. Can you dig any